Hi guys, my name is Celeste and I just decided to make a video kind of telling it's kind of like a testimony of my life, just a little bit. But I just really wanted to explain how God talks to us in different ways. He can talk through us through people, through a Bible verse, or just literally like any sign, literally. Like there's so many different ways. Like sometimes it's like your own thought. It's not your thought, but like, do you know what I mean? Like sometimes you know what your thoughts are, right? And then like sometimes you have that one thought in your head and you're like, is that me, or is that God telling me something, you know? And really comes down to it, to the point where you just have to listen to God's voice and just kind of like know his voice, you know what I mean? Like say you're in a crowd and you hear your mom laughing or your sister laughing, you're gonna recognize their laugh even though you didn't see them. You'd be like, oh, my sister's here, what the heck, you know? But like that's what I kind of mean with like Jesus. Like you gotta learn his voice. You gotta learn how to hear his voice. And the more times you start hearing it and the more times you realize, oh, that was God, it starts coming easier, and you start realizing when he is talking to you, when he's trying to get a message out to you. But okay, so back to my story. So I grew up pretty happy when I was young, you know, like a child. I had both of my parents together. I had a little sister. You know, life was pretty good and great, whatever, you know, like happy family. But it wasn't until like middle school when things started to get a little rough. Mostly with my dad. I noticed like he just started acting different, like withdrawing himself and stuff. And at that time during middle school, I would play soccer, you know, I was in sports. Obviously I couldn't drive, so I needed someone to pick me up, someone to take me. And I think it was about like 8th grade year. We would have soccer practice after school, you know, and then it wouldn't get over till like 5. It'd be like 3:30 to 5, you know, around those times. And my dad was supposed to pick me up, but he never showed up. And then sometimes I would have to walk home or find rides home, and you know, and I thought that was a little weird. Like, what the heck, you know? Like, he said he was gonna pick me up, but he didn't pick me up. You know, just like weird stuff like that started happening. And you know, ever since I was little, I was always like a daddy's girl, and I just loved hanging out with my dad all the time. Like, if he'd go to the store, I'd go to the store with him. Literally, I would just go everywhere with him. We were in the house. He would go outside, I would go outside with him and just like be with him, you know. He really like landscaping and stuff, so he did like a lot of like yard work outside of our house. So I would always go out and help him and all. But basically, I would just go everywhere with him. But then suddenly he just didn't let me go with him anymore. He said he would go to the store, like that he was going to the store. Then I wouldn't even ask to go, you know, because I was just so used to going with him. So I would just go, and then he didn't want me to. He would just say like he was gonna be back real quick. I just had to go get something real fast, and like it's like, okay, you know, like it's all weird. But you know, I kind of just brushed it off, and then time kept going. And I don't know, like he just started coming home late, and just basically, and like I don't know, the thing is, what was really going on is like he got into drugs, and so he obviously was in the right mindset. He was just thinking about his needs and what he wanted, you know. And like I was pretty rough on our family, you know, like everyone affected everyone's lives. And like I don't know, that's just something really hard. Like if any of you guys have gone through it, like you guys know what it feels like. It's something like you can't really explain, you know. It's sad to see like the changes in their body, like their reactions, how they start changing. And like this person that has always been in your life and it has been really important in your life, and suddenly he's like, they're becoming a different person. a person that you didn't know, and like, I don't know, it's just very difficult, you know. And so, you know, I'd always pray to God, you know, like Jesus, like, come on, like, I know he's gonna change one day, and he won't change, you know. And like, I trust in you, and I don't know how it's gonna happen, but I know that you're gonna do a miracle and that he will change, you know. And so it's just like, I went on like that until like high school. Currently I'm a senior right now, and you know, I've just, in my mind, in my heart, I've just kept it, like, I just, oh, I can't talk. Like, I just know that God is listening, even though sometimes it feels like he's not, you know. I'm sure a lot of you guys have had that feeling, but he is there and he is listening. It's just sometimes it's not the right time for something to happen, you know. Like God knows the exact perfect time for everything. He has perfect timing for everything. It's just crazy to think that, like, we shouldn't even have to worry. We should just like give it to God, and then just, you know, keep getting more and more of him, and just having faith, you know. And sometimes that can be hard, but it's like a scripture in the Bible says that we shouldn't worry, because if he provides for the little birds outside, like, they don't, like, I don't know how, like, little birds don't have to worry about like getting their food and like all that, you know, because like God takes care of them. And like, if God can take care of a little creature like that, like, how much more does he want to take care of us, you know? Because that's just like a little bird, or like the little flowers, you know. Like, he takes care of everything, and like, I'm sure he loves us way more than a little flower. And just, I don't know, we just have to keep faith. But anyways, so that's just something that I've really struggled with, my whole dad thing, and just trying to keep faith, you know, because it's been like, what, over 5 years, more, I don't know. But I went to church, and we were just, it was like on a Wednesday, so it was like youth group service. It wasn't like everyone, like families and everything, you know. It was just like youth, which is like middle school and high school. And so we like split up into like small groups, and then we just get together and we just talk about our problems, insecurities, like, basically we just have like a topic, and then we like have to talk about it, you know. And we were talking about like worrying and stuff, and then I spoke out and said that I worry about my dad, you know, and how he's doing, about his health, you know, and just like stuff like that. And so, you know, we all shared our stories and everything, and then we were sitting on the floor, and so we were like all holding hands, you know. We were like that. And then once we were done praying, the girl next to me was like, she's like, I got an image for you. And then I was like, okay, you know, like, I was like, what? And she's like, I saw a picture of like your dad standing at the altar, like in the front, and he was raising his hands, and you were with him, standing right by him, and you were raising your hands as well with him, and you were just holding hands like up in the air. And I don't know, like, that, it just made me break down. Like, I just like wow, like, God just gave this girl this message to tell me everything that I've just been waiting for. And just like, just, it's just a sign, like, God telling me, like, Celeste, it's gonna be okay, like, your dad's gonna get better, you guys are gonna be together, and you guys are just gonna be a happy family like before, you know. And like, it was just crazy to see how God talks to you. Like, he didn't talk directly to me, you know, like, he talked to me through a different person, but like, it was just a relief to know, like, wow, like, God still still cares about me. He still remembers when I prayed, like, I don't know how many years ago I've been praying for, you know, and like, it just gave me that reminder that he really loves me and he cares about me, and like everything's gonna get better in my life, you know. And it's just like, it's pretty amazing to see how God works in your life and all. But yeah, I just wanted to share this story with you guys to maybe encourage one of you guys if you guys have been going through something hard and you feel like God is not listening. For me, that's kind of how I felt, but literally it's been so many years, and like God kind of reminded me, like, no, Celeste, like, I'm working on your dad. He's gonna get better and everything, and like, he's gonna be happy together. And it's just like, it was mind blowing to me, you know. Like, after so many years, like, I would have never thought, like, wow. I don't know. But I just want to encourage you guys, that you guys know God is there and he is listening to you guys, and he is listening to your guys' worries, and he cares about you guys, and he wants you guys to be okay, and he doesn't want you guys to be sad, you know. And whatever you have on your heart, whatever worries you have, like, just give it to God, give it to him, because he will. Your prayer requests, he will grant them to you, you know. Like, it's just about the right timing. But it's just great. Sorry. But anyways, that's it for my little, I don't know what it's called, the little testimony, I guess, or something. Yeah, thank you guys.